Alright, so I try to go live using Procreate, but it's just not working for me, so I figured I can just make a video and see where it goes. So this piece that I'm working on right now is just really a test. It's a test for me. I haven't really done much of many things like this where something is ripping through someone's face in the past, and I wanted to see if I can put my own style to it and see if it looks good, to me at least, to see if it looks good to me, because I'm trying to make a transformation, or draw a transformation from a human to a werewolf. So now this human is more like a carcass, where the werewolf is what the living entity is within this human. It's now shedding the human carcass to kind of come out. Sorry about that. But yeah, this is really just a test for me, and I really want to know what you guys think about it. If you like videos like this, definitely a like is very appreciated. If not, there's a dislike button down there too. You can write comments. Whatever you guys want to do, I'd love to hear from you guys. And if you want to see more videos like this, go ahead and subscribe and give it a thumbs up, and I will continue making videos like this. Right now I am using the Procreate app with an Apple Pencil and an iPad 12.9 inch second generation. Just so you guys know the tools that I'm working with. And I always come back to Procreate because it's just so simple and not cluttered, that I don't know, I enjoy it a lot. Drawing on here, even sketching and things like that, kind of reminds me of traditional pencil and paper. And a lot of people don't think that the iPad Pro 12.9 inch is that portable, and in some cases it isn't. It's not something that's going to fit in a small bag or anything like that, but I find it to be very portable, and the battery lasts a good amount of time, so I can usually get through a full day of drawing, sketching, web browsing, social media, things like that, and still have like around 18-20% at the end of the day right before I plug it in, so to charge. So it's not bad in that aspect either. So if it gets a little quiet, I do apologize. I like to concentrate on what I'm doing and just make decisions on the go. Let's see where it leads me. A lot of the things that I do too is I do everything on a separate layer, just because I'm uncertain of it. So I don't know how it's going to look or whether I'm going to like it or not, so therefore I do it on a separate layer, and if I don't like it, I just get rid of it and start all over again. I know the undo button is right there and I can easily undo things, but I just rather keep it separate. And then if I like it, I can actually select it and work on it separately. So like that I don't like, so I'm just going to get rid of that. And what I'm going to put another layer in instead, I'm going to try the soft airbrush. See if that looks any better. That's about right. Yeah, that's now giving it the look that I wanted. Alright. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to merge the werewolf here. And merge all those layers together. And I'm still kind of deciding whether to put the beginning of a torso or not. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a layer and I'm going to test it out, see how it looks. Let's switch back to my round brush. Okay. And we're going to keep that pretty big. Oh, and I wanted to... I'm going to put it behind the picture here just to see kind of what it would look like. Nope, I don't like that angle. That's a better angle. So right now I'm not even too worried about how this is coming out. I just want a silhouette basically of what it would look like. Sorry about that, I'm back. I just had to keep the flame going in my wood stove there, so sorry about that pause. Alright, so I'm still not sure how I feel about that. See what happens. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go ahead and start adding some color, a little bit of shading, but I'm not going to make it a big deal. I'm not going to, you know, go full into it and start putting detail and things like that on it. What I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to give it enough to give me a understanding of how it would look if I did go ahead and add the beginning of a torso. So in order to do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select that layer, that way it doesn't destroy anything else. And so I was thinking like a white shirt. You can keep it kind of faded white, more like a gray. So you see, I'm not trying to be perfect with it. All I want is a better understanding of what it's going to look like. So the silhouette didn't really help me make my mind up on that. So right now I'm just gonna start adding detail to this. Again, I'm working within this layer only. And that's going to help out a lot because I have it selected right now, so it doesn't destroy anything else except for this particular layer. And at the same time, I don't have to worry about coloring outside of that particular layer either. So that's what I'm doing right now. So I'm just adding some basic details, basic shadowing, just so that I can get a better understanding of what it would look like. And so far I'm liking it. Maybe and I'm sorry because I'm doing a screen recording here, so you're gonna see this canvas go all over the place. Alright, so got my basic detail there. Now I'm starting to think, now I'm starting to wonder whether I should go forward with this or not. So I'm still not 100% sure. So I'm going to add a little bit more detail to it. And right, so now I have a little bit more of an understanding here. And I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to go forward with it. So I'm going to unselect things, and then I'm going to start working on this torso down here and refining it and making it a lot better. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start refining these basic shadows. And what I want to do basically is make it look like the material is definitely being stretched really hard. So again, all of this is a test, so you will see me mess up, you will see me make mistakes, and that is all fine, because sometimes that's what you have to do in order to draw those things that you think you can't draw or paint. You have to get yourself out of your comfort zone and just tackle it. And think of it almost like a sculptor. Now, sculpting is a little bit more unforgiving as you're working with a solid material. So just think, if you were a sculptor and you had the ability to undo, redo certain parts of your sculpture, that's basically what you're doing here, is you're sculpting what you think you can't draw and just continuously going over it until it looks correct to you. And I can't stress that out anymore, but this, when you paint something, you have this really good idea in your head. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks, it matters what you think. Did it come out exactly the way that you imagined it in your head? If not, keep going at it. Keep tackling it. Keep sculpting until it comes out the way that you want it to come out. Nobody will be able to know exactly what you were feeling when you drew or painted whatever you painted. There's going to be people out there that will think they know, but in reality, they don't know. I don't care how good you think you are at reading art, but unless you're in someone's mind, you really can't tell what they were thinking when they did it. And that holds true to this drawing that I'm doing right now, or digital painting. I didn't have anything in my head as far as to why I drew this. I just, I was working on a different project, and I realized that I did not feel comfortable doing this type of transformation. So I said, you know what? Let me get the face, because with the body I was able to do pretty good. Not perfect, but pretty good. It's the closest I can get it to what I saw in my head. And I'll probably go back and tackle it again some more to see if I can refine it and make it look exactly like it did in my head. But after attempting it the way that I did, I realized I didn't feel comfortable doing that type of transformation. So just because I didn't feel comfortable doesn't mean that I'm going to give up right away. What that means to me is that I'm actually going to create a different piece and just focus on what I don't feel comfortable with, what I feel would make my painting that much better, those type of things. And once I get comfortable enough, then I will tackle the original painting. I still have it too, I wanted to do this first. And the main difference is that sometimes you can get away with not going with a full-blown piece when you're trying to get over one of your hurdles. You don't have to draw an entire picture like I'm doing right now. I'm actually, giving this my all. You don't have to do that. You just have to get to the point where you feel comfortable and then continue with your original project. With me, I like to try and perfect what I don't feel comfortable with. And then with that, I will make that a separate piece. And then I can also take that piece and add it to my original piece and end up with something that just looks all around great. You do it the way that you want to do it, the way that makes you feel comfortable. And try and make it simple too, so you're not having to redo a lot of it. And again, you're going to see this canvas flipping and going all over the place. I do apologize for that. This is how I work, and it's easy for me. A lot of teachers would tell you never flip your canvas or paper or whatever. Sometimes that can help out if you don't flip your canvas, but sometimes, like, I suffer from PTSD and anxiety and panic disorder, and my nerves aren't that friendly when it comes to drawing or creating anything, whether it's woodwork or anything that I'm trying to work with. It's just, it doesn't like me. So by me being able to flip the canvas, it makes it a little easier for me to get those angles that other words I wouldn't be able to get because my hand shakes too much. Alright. Excuse me, guys. I think what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to add one more spot here, and then I'm going to call it good for this video. And again, if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe. Comment on this video, let me know if you want more videos like this, and I will try and pump them out as much as I could. If you have any questions as far as to what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, or what I'm using to do it with, anything like that, definitely leave a comment below and I'll check them out and try and respond to you as soon as possible. But yeah, I want to end this here soon. I'm just gonna add some stuff here. Another good thing about working in separate layers is that you can paint behind the actual canvas, which is what I did there. So, okay, let's go with a darker red, and drop that, and look at this, I forgot about this little hole there. Okay. Alright, so I'm just trying to get through this very quickly for you guys. If you guys want to see me attempt anything as well, let me know in the comments below. If your comment, as far as what you want to see, gets a lot of likes, I'll probably make a video of me tackling that that character, that whatever you want me to attempt to paint and draw and stuff like that. Alright. Alright. I think that's good for right now. I'm going to leave it here. And actually, let me make sure that I sign it, of course. So I'll stop the video right here, and hopefully if you guys like this video, I will be making some more. So thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching me tackle this uncomfortable thing that I'm trying to do. And hopefully I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.